Hello friends, welcome back to PLC Programming Tutorials and let's begin our question number 5 that is also related to timers. So the question we have is code a ladder logic that Y0 is on only when X1 is on within 10 seconds just after the start of X0. Otherwise, if X1 is on after 10 seconds, nothing should happen. So this type of ladder logic is actually used in the industry for safety purposes, where we have to turn on or off the equipment within a limited time, otherwise the system will automatically shut down in order to maintain the safety. So let's build this ladder logic. So we have to place one timer, and on pressing the X0 push button, the timers goes latch, and within 10 seconds we have to press the X1 push button in order to latch the output. Otherwise, the output bit of the timer will open a normally closed contact that will not allow us to press the X1 push button. If we press the X1 push button, nothing will happen. So this is a ladder logic we have to make. So let's begin. First, I connect multiple push buttons. So we will connect all these push buttons with the inputs. Okay, so now we have to connect contacts, and for that I go to contacts, ladder for ABPLC, and here I take normally open contact and another normally open contact, and I connect both of them in parallel because I have to latch a timer, and I also connect one timer over here, and more contacts, and I connect more contacts, The purpose of these contacts is to latch the output. The purpose of these two contacts is to latch the timer, and these two contacts to latch the output. And we also have to connect normally closed contact in order that if we don't press the X1 push button, this normally closed contact will become open and we will be unable to latch the output. And another normally closed contact in order to unlatch the output. Okay, so now we will connect all these components together, and I have also connected the timer, and now I will connect output energizer coil. Okay, so I have connected this latching contact parallel to this contact and normal closed contact, because if I don't press the X1 push button, this contact will goes open and I will be unable to latch the output. So now I have to place another contact in order to reset this timer. So for that I go to contacts and take some more contacts, and a reset coil, Okay, so we have placed all the components. Now we have to associate them one by one. So the first contact we associate with the input 0, and this contact with the EN bit of the timer in order to latch the timer. Okay, so now I have to associate this contact, and I will associate it with the input 1, that when I press the X1 push button, then this output must be latched within 10 seconds. So I connect this normally closed contact with the output, that if I don't press the X1 push button within 10 seconds, then this normal closed contact will become open. Okay, so now this contact with the output, and this contact also with the output in order to latch it. Okay, so now I will associate this contact with the push button connected at the input 2. Okay, so to unlatch the output, we have connected this normally closed contact, that when we press it, the output goes unlatched. And to reset the timer, we have to associate these contacts, and first contact with the output, and this contact with the push button that is connected at the input 3, that when we press it, then this contact will become true, the timer goes reset. And finally this reset coil. Okay, so now I will configure this timer and connect its EN bit with the out 1, because out 0 is already associated with the output coil. Okay, so we have done. And I also connect this output with the 24 volts. Okay, so let's simulate it. So when I press the first push button, the timer goes latch, and I have to press the second push button within 10 seconds. So when I press it, the output goes latch, and after 10 seconds this DN bit goes open because it is normally closed and output is already latched. So what happens? So in order to unlatch the output, I press the third push button and the output goes unlatched, and to reset this timer I press the fourth push button, and finally the timer goes unlatched. So what happens that when I don't press the second push button in order to latch within 10 seconds? So what happens when I don't press it? So first I press the first push button and the timer goes latch, and after 10 seconds this DN bit goes open, and when I press the second push button nothing is happening. As you can see, the output is not latching because this contact is made open and the signal is not passing through. So I hope you have understood. This is a very simple logic. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video.